We all have that one genre of anime we enjoy just way more than the others. Well, in today's video, my name is Birthrilled, and it's a Tuesday, so you know it's a tier list Tuesday, and today we're going to be ranking every genre of anime. Now, I got this from a super totally legit official website, so if there is any genre missing, blame them, not me. Let's get into it. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a shorter one because I always give you guys like really long tier lists, which I think you guys like, but I did this just in case, you know, you guys wanted a shorter one, right? So our categories, we have goated. Obviously, it's a goated genre. Good, it's good. Mid, pretty self-explanatory. Not my taste, meaning it might not be bad, but I don't know because it's just not something for me. And then dog shit is just trash. Now, these were put in a random order. First, we have ecchi. Dog shit. It's just terrible. You get none of the good stuff, and there's never any story in any of these because they're all trash. Harem, also dog shit. I'll put it just ahead because it is possible to at least have a good story out of this, but it is still dog shit. Okay, I need to go a little bit slower because it's going to be done in like a minute. If you don't know what an ecchi is, I'll explain them actually. An ecchi is like just like a very sexual show, but like not hentai or porn, right? So yeah. Next we have a harem. That's like where you kind of, I don't know the exact definition. I may pop it up. I don't know. It might be to PG-13, 18 plus. But harem is like, you basically run a bunch of girls' lives, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it. But that's kind of what it is. It's pretty bad. What else is pretty bad is that most of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed. So please just subscribe, leave a like, hype the video, help me out. You know, it's free. I upload 3 videos on anime weekly, so there's a lot of content for you guys to enjoy. But with that being said, let's continue here with, we have Idol. Idol's gonna go not my taste. If you don't know Idol, it's basically about like being a like superstar, kind of like Oshi, you know. It's like you want to be the center of attention, kind of is what the show's about. It's mostly about like performing, I guess. I think that's more precise of a detail. Is like, oh, it's about performing, so it's like performance anime, and to me that's just not really my taste. I also don't really see how that can be that entertaining, but you know, whatever, it's just not really my taste. Next we have isekai. I'm gonna be honest, it's mid because most isekais are dog shit, but there are some that are actually pretty decent. It's just the thing with isekais that never made sense to me is that they never need to happen, like, if that makes sense, because any show could be an isekai. For example, if we talk about Naruto, we could be like, oh, Naruto could just be a normal guy born into the Naruto world and he becomes Naruto, right? Like, it could apply to almost any show, but the reason why it doesn't is because having the thought of them being from another world and being like, oh, okay, I know this from that and stuff, and like, they're just so disconnected from the world. I think it's because people want to like live in other worlds. I think like that's the popular thing about Japan. They want to be like reincarnated into another world, but they like have their knowledge or whatever. And that's pretty much what an isekai is, but to me it just never adds anything to the story at all. Like, a show being an isekai is kind of pointless. Now, I know there will be people that will be like, oh, but it matters in the stories or whatever, in all the stories. Yes, it matters, but it doesn't add anything good. Now, it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily add anything bad, but it also doesn't add anything good. Like, it's pointless. I feel like an isekai is just pointless. That's why it goes in mid. Now, most of them are just dog shit because they are consumed like crazy. So a lot of the bad shows you will find are normally isekais because they make so many of them, and most of them do suck, which is why I put it in mid. And there are some good ones, but there's also no such thing as a peak anime that's an isekai. And I know people are going to be like, ReZero this, ReZero that. ReZero is not a top 10 anime. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not. Not even close, to be honest. There's no isekai that is really like a top tier anime, so that's another reason why it goes in a mid. Next we have a Josei, I think is what you call it. It's going to go not my taste. It's basically like a show for like older women. That's pretty much the point of it. And obviously I'm not an older woman, so it just quite literally does not appeal to me. I don't even know any shows that fit this category though. I feel like there's not really many, but yeah. Next we have Kodomomuke. This is like shows that appeal to like kids, like Beyblade, Pokemon, stuff like that. I'm going to put it in good because I do think they are pretty solid for the most part, and they do their job a lot. Now, I feel like the reason they're not going to go into goated is because there are very few that are like really good, and it's really just Pokemon and Beyblade. Like the rest of them, like for example, like Doraemon, it's okay, but it's not like a goated show or very good show. So a lot of the ones are just like way too kid-like, if that makes sense. And of course, I get that's the point of it, but you know, they can still be good at the same time. And I feel like Pokemon and Beyblade are the only ones that are even close. So yeah, that's why it's going to go into good because they're not bad. None of them are really bad. They all do their job, but yeah, they could definitely be better. Next we have Mahou shoujo. This is going to go not my taste. This is exactly what shojo is, but with something else, which we haven't got to that yet, so I guess I'll need to explain that. But shojo is basically like a show for little girls, but the Mahou is just like magical little girls. I don't like magic stuff. I feel like it's kind of lame for the most part. It has to be done incredibly well because everything uses magic or something that's similar to magic. So I don't really care for it that much, and again, I'm not a little girl. Now, I do know a show that fits in this category is Madoka Magica, and I heard that is very good, but yeah, I haven't seen it because it just doesn't look real appealing to me. It's a show about little magical girls, so yeah, not really my thing. Anyway, next we have Mech. Dog shit. Worst type of show ever. No, nothing worse than a mech show. There are definitely better ecchis than there are mech shows. The only good show with mechs in it is Code Geass, in my opinion. Mech shows are just terrible. It takes the life out of everything in a story. It's just genuinely horrible. I hate mechs. It's my least favorite kind of show, but you would know this if you've been a long-time watcher of mine. Next, we have Seinen. Seinen's tough because I haven't consumed too much from it. Like, I know a lot of the stuff that's in it. It's just, to me, Seinen is a lot more serious, and I don't always want to watch something serious, if that makes sense, but I still think I'm going to put it in GOATed because it has a lot of good series, and we are ranking in the tiers as well, so I can still have stuff higher than it, but Seinen is kind of GOATed. You got stuff like Vinland Saga. I believe Monsters is Seinen, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's a lot more serious stuff, but it's normally really good. So that's why it's going into GOATed. I mean, it produces a lot of good shows, but yeah, they're a lot more heavy, so it's not going to finish number one. Sorry for the spoilers. Next, we have Shonen. Now, Shonen is supposed to be shows for boys. That's like the description of it. And most Shonen is basically just like action, battle-y. They can be a little bit in-depth. Like, you know, Naruto's got some underlying themes and stuff. Well, all of them have underlying themes. But it's not as serious as Seinen. It's a little bit more lighthearted. It can have the serious stuff in it, but it's a little more lighthearted. So to me, I have it in GOATed. And it's probably going to be the number one, to be honest, for me. Because it can have a lot of serious stuff. Like, I feel like Naruto has a lot of good and deep stuff in it, but it also has a lot of fun with a lot of the stuff that's in it. So that's why I have it in GOATed. I think it's great. Next, we have shoujo. So this is just a girl for this is a show for little girls. Again, this is just going to have to go not my taste. Now, I'd rather watch this than all the other ones, probably. Actually, I'd probably do like this. No, I'd probably do like that. I don't really know any, unless if Slayers counts. I've seen Slayers, so maybe that counts as a shoujo. That's fire. I know Sailor Moon would count, but yeah, I haven't really seen any because they're not really for me. So, yeah. Next, we have Slice of Life. Slice of Life is mid, I'll be honest, because it can be decent, but I'm not gonna lie, it has to be funny for a Slice of Life to be good. For example, like GTO is good because it's funny. And I know people are gonna say it's a comedy, but it is a Slice of Life as well. Spy Family. I know people like Spy Family, but it's dog shit. Because if you're just watching the life of people and there's nothing like different from the real world, it's lame. It really is lame. Like, I don't know, slice of lives are just boring because why don't you just go outside and live your own slice of life? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. And we don't have romance as a section on here because it wasn't on the website, now that I think about it, but I'll talk about romance as well. I feel the same about romance as I do slice of life. It's like, just go experience that yourself. Like, stop being afraid to talk to women. Stop being afraid to talk to dudes and go experience romance yourself. It's way better than any fucking show could be. And that goes for all romance shows. I hate romance, live action shows, romance movies, anything like that. I feel like they're stupid. And I feel the same with Slice of Life. Like, I just don't want to watch somebody's life unless if it's funny. Like, to me, there's just nothing else it could really be. Or it's just something that, like, they literally can't do. And most Slice of Lives are just so boring. So that's why I have it in mid. And romance would probably go there too. Next, we have yaoi, which is just gay. I'm going to put it in dog shit, not because there's anything wrong with being gay, but just name a good show that's a yaoi show. You literally can't. The top one, that they had examples on the website. The top one was Given. Given is dog shit. Me and my friends actually watched it. Now, I didn't even know. None of us knew it was gay, but we pressed random. We were on. Okay, let me explain the story because it's going to sound bad. We were on Annie-Watch. We were just pressing random until we got a dub anime, and the first one we got was Given. So we were like, all right, let's watch it. We watched 2 episodes. It's not even the fact that it's gay. It's just terribly written. Like, the gay shows, it's just so bad. Like, they make them so horrendously because you can tell it's written by somebody who's gay and they just don't understand how non-gay people work because they make everything so gay. And again, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just really bad and really boring. It's going to be the same thing with Yuri, but I'll put Yuri ahead of yaoi because it's 2 girls and that's kind of hot, and 2 guys is not kind of hot to me, so I guess that's literally it. But they're also dog shit. You can't name a good Yuri show either. But yeah, so there's some categories maybe that are missing. I looked at Crunchyrolls, but all the Crunchyrolls are just like basic categories and not really anime categories, so yeah, I think the only one that's really missing is probably like romance, but then again, you don't have something like comedy, so I don't know, you know. the website I got these off of, maybe not the best, so I do apologize for that. If you want my thoughts on any other genre, just leave a comment down below and I'll answer it. I'm more than happy to. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Remember, I upload 3 times a week on this channel, so I hope to see you guys later. Peace.